Congratulations, Equity, for this wonderful, wonderful story that you have that brought you to Uganda, and now you are doing leaps and bounds. And congratulations, because you are moving away from the quagmire and becoming more stronger. You are giving us more hope, especially the people in the rural areas who are totally depending on you. Also, thank you so much for reaching out to the communities and getting to solve Uganda problems. You are part of the Uganda equation, and we believe that our country, East Africa, will become more better. What is equity to me as Robert Kayanja, as Miracle Center? I believe equity to me is a people caring bank. And my story is going to base on that, because we had a crisis about 3 years ago. All of you saw it, what was happening in Karamoja. And me, I saw it on Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, UBC, when they saw people are dying of hunger. And these people were literally bones. So I reached out to the bank and I said, what can we do? First of all, I was looking for a handout, charity, as usual a bank give. I wanted to do fundraising. But after we did a research, we realized that the problem of Karamoja has been there even before I was born. Karamoja is a semi-desert area. They can only harvest once a year. And they are farmers, they are cattle keepers, and they are nomadic, so they keep on moving. If someone dies here, they will move on to another place. So they are not rooted in their own territory, and yet Karamoja is one of the most beautiful, beautiful part of our country. So we came out with an idea. Equity hasn't paid for it, but they will pay it. I will bill them tomorrow. I brought an idea of a tripartite deal where we have the off-taker, the aggregator, and the facilitator. I said, if we can have this put in place, we will be able to solve one of the long-term problems of Uganda. And so when we went to Karamoja, there was nothing. Everything was brown and disaster. So we came out with that program, and so we became 3 of us, Miracle Center, Equity Bank, and UBL, to see how can we work out together to solve a very serious problem. And thank God we did. So then we had a problem of dealing with the people, because I'm not Karamojong, I don't own land. Land is owned by communities. So to negotiate, and we find out, you'll see in my point that when you are growing as an SME, one of the S, the letter S, stands for smart. You must look for smart people. And so that's what I did. I looked for a smart girl who knew Karamojong. She was a member of our church. And we said, how can we help your people? I don't need to own land in Karamoja. I don't want to own land in Karamoja, but we can choose agriculture. And I want to thank Equity Bank, because you are putting emphasis on agriculture. And so that's when we found the people. They were bones. They were burying their little ones. So we sent the food first. There was no even a fireplace you could find in Karamoja. So this is Uganda, this is us. And one of the issues that you find, so we decided to go and grow food for them and give them the food to change the mindset. And that's exactly what we did. So we bought tractors, and thank God Equity was there to stand in the gap. And they were able to give us the money. We went in Karamoja, and we bought tractors. Actually, the first tractors we bought were already in Equity, so somebody could not do the payment, so we bought it and we took it. That young man you see is the young man you have just seen in the first picture, the second picture, and the third picture. Mark now is growing, is going to school. He's the only survivor of his family. Everybody died of hunger 3 years ago. Mark is alive. we developed a feed, and he will be able to carry the name of his family. If it was not Equity Bank, Mark will be in the grave today. So, as an SME, so we decided growing food in Karamoja. We decided to start with 2,000 acres. 2,000 acres is 3.5 square mile of food. If you can imagine, we're through 3 square mile. So we had to get better tractors, and they are launching the planting, and we plant, because you have to be a hands-on. You have to show the people the example. We are not here only to give out charity. We are here to create wealth. And wealth starts with you. That's why I greeted you as billionaires. I took those Karamojong to our farm in Chiriandongo, and I told them how they can develop and grow feeds that can go through the system of the people, how they can grow goats, and how they can feed their animals, and how they can grow mangoes, and how they can grow all kinds of feed. Well, at the end of it all, we have received awards for Karamoja. We started with Dubai, and of course we took food to South Sudan, and then we went to Paris recently, and now we are going to Riyadh to be given an award next month. Why all this is happening to us is simply because it has to do with the people. Equity Bank saw what we were talking about. Now we have dug the longest river in Karamoja. Karamoja now receives more rainfall than any other part of Uganda. We have harvested 4 times a year, and we have finally, MD, we have succeeded to plant wheat. And last season, we harvested wheat in Uganda. Thank God for the support of Equity. These are my points that I want to share with you as an SME. How do you, we borrowed billions from Karamoja because to save people's lives. So how do you successfully go and deal with a bank like Equity? Yes, they love you. Yes, they're going to give you money. And how are you going to be able to deal with this? Now, the word SME, it is small and medium enterprise. But allow me to put it in my own words in the next 10 minutes, and I believe it will be a blessing to you. To me, S stands for small, and that's what the bank says, that you are small. But small, the Bible tells us that don't despise the days of humble beginnings. Small is about thinking. Small is thinking. So let the bank call you small, let everybody call you small. That is their thinking. You think big. You think big. And let the bank and everybody else call you small, because they're going to call you small. But actually, you've embarked on a journey to grow stronger and bigger than ever before. So think about these things. The Bible said, as a man thinketh, so he is. So let this business of yours, you think about it every day. Let it be on your mind. One of the problems why we fail, because banks are in a business of dealing with money. That's what their business is. They give you money, they want you to return it. So how are you going to return the money that they have given you? It's about thinking. It's about thinking. And we are all thinkers. But what is the unique way of thinking? I always want to divide words like think, because I'm a teacher. And when you teach a church, sometimes people come with Bibles, notepads, others don't. Now, for you, take this word think and divide it into 2 in the middle, 50-50. Thin king, that is thinking. If you're going to really grow from a small to medium, always you must thin the king. Who is the king? The king is always the one who started before you started in your industry. He's the leader. He's the owner of the industry. Don't replace him. Don't fight them. But you thin them, because you have to create your own space in whatever you are doing. I'm not an agronomist, I'm not an agriculturist, but I've entered into that field. Now, no matter what you are going to do abroad and here, right now we just won an award in Africa and Asia. You can't deny me my space. All I did was to think about what I'm doing in Karamoja, think about the money I'm using is not mine, and think about the lives of people. Think. We fail because we don't think. Your job is to really think how you're going to do this. So don't dismiss the king. Don't adjust the king. Don't exalt the king. Don't even worship him. Just think him. I've told you already who is the king. Just think about it. When you think, you will do three things. Number one, you will employ and you will apply the smart. Letter S is for the smart. Don't employ the experts, because none of us really want to hand over your money to your ex. So don't go for the experts. When I was going to Karamoja, everybody came with their experiences. I realized that all of them probably that contributed to the problem of Karamoja before. So I went for the smart. I looked for people who could drive a tractor. I looked for the people who could stand the climate. I looked at the people, where were we doing? Why are we there in Karamoja? Grow food and feed the people. Grow food and feed the people. Because the smart is actually what you are looking for, not the experts, the smart people. And there are smart people all around you in order to help you. Those who can simply write down your expenditures, and those who can actually fuel in whatever you are spending and whatever you are gaining, where to buy seeds, where to get them cheaper. What season are we planting? Amazingly, what I found out, MD, was that the ordinary people who never went to school, they told me, don't plant your sorghum in the first part of the year, because the birds are coming from all over the world to feed on your things. The first time we had 1 million birds gathering on our food. They ate 400 acres. It was a great loss. We had not paid insurance, and we were at a loss. But what we did was the people told us, next season, don't plant it in the end part of the year. So you need the smart. You don't need experts. You need the smart in order to help you. Another thing that we found out, which is very, very important, you need people who know how to put things together. How to put things together. And that's what you need. You need smart people. Now, letter M, as you are thinking, you must also understand that because you are in letter S, you are small, you are in a situation room. You are actually in a situation room. You are not in your sleeping room. The moment you get money, you are now in a situation room. You are not in your neighbor's room. You are not in people's friends' room. You are in a real situation room. And your situation is changing by seconds. Your situation is changing on you by second. The rain can come, the rain may not come. Customers may come, customer may not come. You may lose somebody in the family, somebody may be waiting. Please don't stay in their rooms. Stay in your situation room. Your situation is that you have obligations to fulfill. You have obligations to achieve. So therefore, you are now in your situation room. And anybody who knows about situation rooms is things are happening live. Things are taking place every hour. So you must know. And what do you do with a situation room? This is what you do in a situation room. It's where it's happening live. Number one, it's in real time. But this is what you do. You must use that money in real time. Don't save it, don't hide it, don't put it somewhere else. You got the money, put it in the field. Because if you don't, you're going to look for other money somewhere in order to do what you're supposed to do. And this is the mistake of small and medium enterprises, that when we are given money, we are not true to ourselves, that what brought me in was to grow food in Karamoja. So what I do, I take the money and I take it in a crusade. Well, it's not going to come back. And I'm going to find myself in a situation whereby now I'm hiding away, now I'm losing my property. So you need to use that money in real time. Number two, you must bank in real time. So when you do the sales or when they pay you, you must bank the money in real time. The third point in your situation, you must work with your financial manager, and I'm glad the ED has mentioned it. He's going to give us a letter to tell you this is your financial bank manager. You have to work with them. Even when you have problems, even when things are not making sense, don't run away from your bank. Your bank is your home, is where you are going to kupanga together. So therefore, go there in time before your deadline comes. Oftentimes it has happened to us. When the rain delayed, when things did not work out, our people in Katwe, where my jurisdiction is, oh, thank you very much. We talk to them. We talk to them. Molodi over there, we talk to them. We talk to everybody. We say, this is where we are. We may not be at this particular time. Please don't run away from your bank. You run there in the first place, always go there and explain your situation like he has said. They will always find a solution on how to help you. Now, on M, the Bible talks about, letter M is medium enterprise. For me, I call it minding your own business. Oftentimes, once you get money and you are growing to the rate where you are growing, you have to mind your business. Many people like you to mind your business. There's a scripture in the Bible, in the book of Song of Solomon. It talks about, Solomon was saying, I'm black. Chapter 1, verse 5. But lovely. You daughters of Solomon, you are laughing at me, I'm black. My mother's sons, I'm quoting, they forced me to take care of their business, but my own business have I not taken care of. Proverbs 1 verse, no, Song of Solomon 1:5. Song of Solomon 1:5. It has helped me very much because I have only stepped in Karamoja twice. Only twice. I went there to plant, to launch the planting, and I went there to launch the combine harvesters. Karamoja was the first one where we applied 3 combine harvesters at the same time because we could not harvest the bumper crop. This is what happened. You have to depend on people. You must get the smart. Number 2, mind your own business. People are going to attract you and drag you out of your business. They're going to make you the chairman of the fundraising of everybody who is getting wedded in your clan. The moment they hear you've got some money and you're doing a certain business, now you are my lord. Even older people will call you my father. Mind your business. Mind your business. You are not here for charity, you are here for business. And if you mind your business, you're going to get results, you're going to get awards, and you're going to be happy about what you are doing. And then in return, you will be able to help many, many more people. Remember this. By God's chance or by your hard work, destiny has met you. You have been found fitting to do something great. I know the challenge of the bank is to find us available capital and affordable capital. Negotiate for that. Because in business, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. And this is what I've discovered. Mind your business. You are small, think. Let your business always be on your mind. And this is what has helped me. Now we are going for the bigger and bigger and bigger in Karamoja. We are planting over 6,000 acres this season, and we want to put Karamoja to work. Karamoja is not looking for jobs. They are looking for work. Please, may God bless your small enterprise and your medium enterprise so that you are not creating jobs. I'm no longer praying for people, MD, to get jobs because there are no jobs. Even God I serve in the Bible created only one job. So if God can only create one job, how dare we think we can create jobs for 45 million Ugandans? But let's put Uganda to work. You are the one going to put your family, your children, your everybody to work. God bless.